Hey, this is Deb, and you're listening to Dave Cruz on Beyond the Strange Radio.
Cherie Ariano of Divine Light Quantum Healing offers energetic healing services and healing tools. Her healing techniques use a high-frequency and high-dimensional healing modality called the crystalline healing light. This technique is an innovative and advanced vibrational healing modality that harmonizes all aspects of the human being. These oils, elixirs work on emotional healing, chakra balancing, and physical ailments through aromatherapy and crystal healing. Cherie sent us some of her bracelets. Deb has the I Am Loved bracelet. She has noticed that she loves the aroma of the oils. It gives her a sense of calmness and being loved. As for me, I have the I Am Protected bracelet and essential oil elixir, which are both made with the black obsidian gemstones. These bracelets have made a difference in our lives. Check out her store today at CherieAriano.com. That's CherieArellano.com. Use the promo code Beyonders and save 10% off your order. Divine Light Quantum Healing. It's like healing in a bottle.
Have you ever looked skyward and pondered UFOs, aliens, time travel, alternate universes, and parallel dimensions? Want to explore paranormal activities, hauntings, and various cryptoids such as Bigfoot, sea and lake monsters? Greetings, Beyonders. I'm Author Casper Parks, and you're listening to Beyond the Strange with host Dave Cruz. Help spread the word by posting links to forums and social media. Available at YouTube, Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio.
strong.
Views and opinions are not necessarily that of Beyond the Strange, hosts, guests, and affiliated.
You have everything. They're just balls of light, of light, of light, of light. There's a ghost in the house.
All right, hola everybody. Welcome to BTS TV. For those of you who don't know, BTS does stand for Beyond the Strange, not that other K-pop band. Welcome everybody. Glad to see you tonight. Oh man, it's it was a doozy today, but we are here. We made it, and we are live on Twitch. And tonight we do have Lisa and Susan with us tonight. Readings with Lisa and Susan on Beyond the Strange. Also, we have a special guest tonight. Special guest host, I should say. Mr. JP of the Reperception podcast. And, of course, our good friend, Russ Bailey. Russ and everybody, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing great.
Perfect.
We're awesome, Dave.
Excellent.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, we got a good show for tonight. So if I seem a little off, it's because I am more than usual. Yeah, we had some tech problems at the beginning of the show, so we almost didn't have a show, but we are here and we are live. And I'm glad to see everybody in the chat. Russ, would you like to do the honors?
Sure, absolutely. First of all, shout out to my good friend Al Cooley from Ghost in the Valley podcast. Great
Thanks
to
for
see
joining
Al.
us.
Got Heidi in the chat, the elf chomping on them Oreos, brother. Wolf
Nice.
Guy, Marcy Mariposa. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. In the YouTube, we've got Oxuki Love. And of course, Astro Linachik, but I see her right there.
Very good.
And
Marcy, that's my buddy. She's my
Awesome.
she's a wonderful reader down in San Diego. I just love her. Welcome, Marcy.
yeah, and you know what? She says I have tacos. Well, Marcy, guess what? I love tacos. So
Marcy has
if you-
tacos. That rules over Oreos any
Who
day.
doesn't like tacos?
Who
I mean,
does not like
tacos.
tacos?
Come
Please
on.
examine their head.
Thank
All
you.
right, here's the question: crunchy or soft tacos?
Ooh.
Soft. Definitely soft.
Soft?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jess Rogie just joined us also in the Twitch chat. Good to see you, Jess.
Awesome.
What's
Jess,
up, Rogie?
hola.
Rogie
Hey,
report.
Jess.
Hey, everyone, you got to give Jess some healing vibes because she wasn't feeling good earlier. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
healing,
definitely.
good
We can
healing
do that
vibes to
right
you,
now.
Jess. Many prayers. Feel
Most
good. I hope you
definitely.
feel better. So, yeah, I know. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. She did want to come on the show to do a reading, but she didn't feel good. So, hey, Bill, good to see you in the Twitch chat, and yeah, thanks for joining us. It's been a while. So, anyways, thanks everybody for being here tonight, and man, it's going to be a great show. I can already feel it. Look at that, man. We got some people tonight.
Yes,
We
sir.
got some people in the heezy. So, anyways, we'll go around the corner. Let's go around the table real quick, and we'll start off with Lisa. Just kind of give a quick shout out to everyone. Let them know who you are, what you do, and then we'll start from there. We'll go to JP.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lisa Allen. I'm timingmagic.com, pretty much everywhere. Just and that's also my URL. And I've been doing astrology since 1993 as a student and became professional in 2000. And so I guess I have 20 plus years as a professional astrologer. And yeah, so there I am.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for being here today. And also, we have JP with us of the Reperception Podcast.
Hello, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. I've been really busy with some newer ideas. I was on Rogie's show last week, maybe a little over a week now, and discussed a new project I'm working on called JP Presents Origin Story, and having a lot of fun. Kind of still kind of drawing the outline for like the whole concept, but getting there. It's keeping me really busy. I'm working on all kinds of cool stuff. And, lately I've been on so many different types of podcasts. Of course, I do Shift Happens with Gigi and you guys every once in a while. So, yeah, I'm just mixing it up. It's just really neat. I don't know if I have a particular place or, genre or category right now, and I like that. I can go on to a funny type of podcast I'm finding and hold my own, and I can go into paranormal, UFO, and some of the other strange stuff that I like to talk about. So and First Amendment stuff, which I know you like, Dave, which is really kind of interesting topics, kind of current events and stuff. So
yes,
with all that stuff, it's keeping my brain busy, and I like it.
Fantastic, man. Awesome. I'm glad you're here with us. And yeah, we are going to get to you. I believe your information is in the Zoom chat. If you ladies can see that or not, or JP can just give it to you, right now. But let's go to Russ Bailey. We're going to get into the readings. Everybody just hold your horses. Russ Bailey of Black Sky Paranormal.
Yes, co-host of Beyond the Strange, lead ufologist, let me start that over again.
Okay.
Lead investigator and ufologist at Black Sky Paranormal and all-around residential fuckboy. Hi, guys.
Okay.
Good to see my good buddy Jonah in the chat tonight. You didn't scare him off, Lisa.
Oh, good.
He's still there.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Happy to hear that.
All right. Thank you, Russ. Susan, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm good. I'm Susan, aka Astro Lunatic. Everywhere on social media, you can find me. And I'm my podcast, which is going to be starting soon, is Astro Lunatic's Guide to the Universe.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it through Anchor, but find me on YouTube, Astro Lunatic, because everything will be uploaded there. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, wherever. I'll announce it when it comes out, but I'll be doing a weekly forecast kind of thing. And then I'm going to do other stuff because in addition to doing the readings, I like to do like true crime, astrology, and celebrities and politicians that I hate. So I'll be putting people on the hot seat. Also,
nice.
And also I'll be doing call-in readings too, and having guests.
All right.
Bring people.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be great. And yeah, we got so much great stuff happening, and I have really good feelings about the next few months, and I think the energy is really good. I could be wrong. That's why we have you ladies to let us know what's happening. So, yeah, I think it's great. Let's see. Okay, well, so let's just get right down to the nitty gritty because we aren't really up against time, but we kind of are. It's not going to be a full 2-hour show, but we'll get in as many people as we can. So, with that said, I think I saw her in. Yeah, there she is. All Things Exist. Yay.
Yeah, Heidi.
Heidi is with us.
Hi, Heidi.
So Heidi, if you're ready, I don't know if you want to call in or just stay in the chat. Let me know. I'll go ahead and open up the phone line for that. Where people want to call in. Wolf Guy. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I got Jonah's wife wants to get a reading also. I think Lisa did his last time. So Lisa, if you want to do his wife this time. That totally does not sound right. Okay.
Lisa is not that kind of girl.
I know.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's been a long day.
I'd have to say so.
It sure has. So are we going to do Heidi first? Because I have her queued up, but you have to allow me to share screen, Dave.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes. Let me do that. Quick. How do I do that? I think I might have gave that over to Russ because I don't see it here.
What is it?
She says she's ready.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Got it.
Okay. There we go. Should be able to share your screen now.
Wait a second. It wants a plug-in.
It wants a...
Hold on. It's installing a plug-in.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff tonight has been happening. I was having some really weird stuff happening with my Streamlabs, actually.
Tap screen mirroring. Here we go.
Might have to make this screen a little bit.
Okay, we got it. Okay. Oh. Okay. You guys see it?
Let's check. Yep. I can see it.
Cut our heads off.
Is she in the chat or is she looking on?
I believe she's in Twitch chat and looking. Yeah, so we can probably go ahead and start.
Yeah, I'll just explain that the inner wheel here is the birth chart and the outer wheel is where the planets are right now.
Yeah, and her progressed moon is at 2 degrees Aries. So for the last 2 months, she has a progressed moon in 2 Aries. So.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
right
thought I'd tell you.
Right about there. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Heidi, what Lisa's talking about with the progressed moon is, so you have your birth chart, but then the birth chart progresses as we age. And Lisa can probably tell you all the technical details, but all you need to know is we don't stay the same. We progress. We don't stay static. We grow. And so when you were born, let's see, the moon was in Gemini, which is about communications and information. But now where the progressed moon is in Aries, it's all about starting new things and initiating and, discovering new frontiers. What degree did you say it was at, Lisa?
2. So for just 2 months, it's been in Aries. So for 2.5 years, it was in Pisces. And now it's in Aries for the last 2 months. So she's starting over with something.
Yeah, exactly.
2 months ago.
Right. And so the house, the natal house, so we have houses. It's an area of life, basically. And so the progressed moon is in the 5th house. And the 5th house is about children and creating things because we create children. It's also about your creative projects and starting new things, doing something completely different. It can also be your romantic type relationships. So over the past, 2 months, you said, Lisa?
2 months.
2 months, there would have been like a completely new beginning. And that moon would have hit this part of fortune, which is a very lucky kind of it's not a planet, it's a point, but it indicates good fortune. But before that, the moon would have been progressing through this part of the chart, the fourth house, which is about home and family and your foundations, where you come from. It could be your physical home. It could be things about your family. But going into the fifth house. So I don't know how long that would be. What would that be? Like 9 months, less than a year that it would have been in the fifth house, right, Lisa?
Yeah. Yeah. That's about approximate. Yeah.
Yeah. So there would have been a shift into the fifth house, into being more creative, or focusing on children and projects and romance, and in general, having fun.
Yeah. Recreation. That's the house of playing. Yeah.
Yep. Also gambling and risk taking. Right. But with Pisces, it would have been in the sign of Pisces. So there would have been a shift from a more sensitive type of a creativity to something that you're really fiery and passionate about. You know. So what else do you see there, Lise?
Well, let me switch back. I'm in the Discord chat room talking to a few people in here. So
yeah, there are some people in Discord. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in
Thanks for
Discord,
joining
and
us.
they are like wanting to talk to me.
Thanks for joining us.
Great.
Everybody wants to talk to the Gemini rising.
Everybody wants to talk to the Gemini rising. So, and then I was also over in the Twitch chat room too. And by the way, all things exist. Who is Heidi? Says absolutely. So you were spot on, Susan.
Nice.
Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Yep.
Yeah. So what else do we see going on there? I mean, all the intensity over the last year or so, a lot of that was in Capricorn and then moved into Aquarius. So in your house of information and communication, that would have been really, you know, probably a lot of big changes in the way you communicate, and also in the way you take in information, which I know is the case for a lot of us who are working on the web. There's been a lot of shifting and changing, and so much information and new social platforms and new ways to use technology to do what we do, to get information. And part of your purpose for being here, which is this point right here, the North Node, it's another, not a planet, but a point, but it denotes destiny. It's something of the overarching theme of our life that we're here to do, a purpose, a job. And in Aquarius, it has to do with technology and friends and groups of people and communicating through technology and new technologies. And so communications in the realm of technology, and you know, connecting with your friends and getting information, passing information to other people. Big focus there. Also, the ruling planet of Aquarius, which is Uranus, is in the 11th house and in the sign of Libra of relationships. So that would be connecting you to all kinds of people who are of like mind that you can work together with. So it looks pretty good there. Heidi. What else, Lisa?
Yeah. Oh, I have lots to tell Heidi. I was looking at her chart and I'm like, wow, there's no earth placements in this chart. So everything is either in a water sign, a fire sign, or an air sign. She does not have any placements in earth signs. So I was wondering, Heidi, do you have trouble grounding at all? Do you have trouble like with focus or things that are like very earthy? Or do you work really hard to stay focused and to stay grounded and to, you know, you seem like, to me, because I've talked to you on Twitter a few times, you seem like a really free spirit. And I would think that you could just, you know, do all kinds of things. Now you do have your progressed sun in Capricorn though, and it just got there a couple years ago. So you may have been a couple years ago deciding, oh, maybe it's time to like get practical and get grounded. You are talking to Capricorn astrologers. So that was the first thing I wanted to tell you. You have the sun Mercury in the same sign of Scorpio, and you have Gemini placements of not only your moon but Saturn. And I was thinking that you kind of have, like, even though you're a Scorpio, there's a part of you that's very Gemini, like, meaning your curiosity is kind of more like how Gemini is versus like how Scorpio is, because those are both very curious signs, but for totally different reasons. Totally different reasons. And so I think that all of the planets going into Aquarius out of Capricorn has helped you a little bit, but we also have like a new railroad right this moment in Taurus that might be a little bit, challenging for your, other people in like other people and their demands on you right now. Because so the sun is in Taurus, Venus is in Taurus, Mercury is in Taurus, and all of these were in a square with Saturn at the last full moon that we just had a few days ago. I bet this moon was very intense for you because it was within 5 degrees of your sun. Okay, so lots of stuff going on there, and we have the moon now in Sagittarius. It crossed the node, so it crossed your Jupiter, it crossed your Neptune, it crossed your Venus. Okay, and it's on its way, to finally get to Capricorn. So you've probably had a very eventful week in some fashion. I'm gonna guess it was about relationship because it was in the 1st and 7th house axis that I see that. Okay, and I guess the rub was communication because Saturn making the square is in your 3rd house. So that's just what I saw, and I wondered if I'm even close.
Yeah, I see that whole pile up there, Lise. And talking about the lack of earth, it just means that you find it easier to tap into emotion and to be more in your thoughts. And I would say that it's other people that would ground you. They force you to come back to reality and deal with practical things, with that Taurus being in Earth there. But with the full moon, I think you probably would have had some deep insight into what the issues are between you and other people, whether you're being pulled in different directions as far as the communication, maybe, feeling like, there are people who want a certain thing for you and to steer you in a certain direction. But, with the North Node there in Aquarius, it has to do its own thing. So kind of feels like, the grounded, practical advice that people want to give you versus, what your true north is. And it seems unusual to other people and they won't understand it, but deep inside what it is, the direction that you need to go in. But it is the pull from other people, and that can be difficult, especially if they're like financing you or something. if there's a money tie, with all that, with the
right, because of the Taurus, right?
Yeah, right. And being in Taurus, yeah, that's all about resources and sudden change too with other people regarding resources and values. People are having a big shift in relationship because they're realizing what their true core values are and how there may not be aligning with other people. And we all kind of have to go on our own path. We have to do what's right for us.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely. And there's lots and lots of birth info in here. I'm in both the Discord and the Twitch chat room, and
It's-
there's birth data like littered.
Okay.
I know.
Well, I've
Well-
got JP queued up.
Yeah,
in
JP's
our-
next for sure. So he's been
Yeah.
waiting very patiently.
Yes.
No, that I feel very lucky because I know a lot of people are out there with their info ready to go. So thank you.
Yeah, no, we'll do JP first because he has been waiting, but I'm putting some of the other people, I'm putting them in the computer so that we can use our time well.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
do you already have JP in your computer?
I have JP and I just put up the chart, but if whoever you have, if you want to like message me through Telegram, I guess.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Go ahead and you do your piece on JP. I will put all the data in the computer and I will text you on Telegram while you're doing JP's reading, and then I'll do JP's reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, JP. So
Hello.
what's going on here for you? All right. So we were just talking about that big pile up in Taurus, and that's where we are right now. So we're in Taurus season. That's when the sun goes into Taurus. And for you, it's in the 12th house, which is a house that's kind of behind the scenes. It's not what is apparent to other people. It's your private life. It's your subconscious. It can be your dream, your dream life. And just things that are going on behind the scenes that within your mind that, it's just not apparent to other people. Or it can be a lot. Well, it really can be a lot of activity for you too, because it's hitting your Mars. So, that could actually bring up a lot of hidden aggression from other people, whether you're aware of it or not. It likely with all of these planets here, it would be something that would be triggered that you'd become aware of it when you weren't before, or even your own anger. Because Mars, it's not just anger, but it's our drive, it's our willpower, it's what we go after, it's yang energy. So yin attracts, yang goes out and gets it. But with Mars in the 12th house, it's very difficult because it's almost hard to express your will. So it could be that you were challenged at some point recently, where maybe, you felt frustrated or you felt like people were blocking you, possibly. Again, your dream life could have been really active, even if you don't remember your dreams. You and somebody were duking it out with that Mars there. Yeah. So also, let's see what else is going on there. All right. So you also have the planet Jupiter at the top of the chart here, which represents your usually job and career, but it's how you show up in the world, how the general public views you, which is in Aquarius. So, that's very unconventional, tends to be very out of the box type thinker people doing, they do very different things. They appear very different to the rest of the world. In some senses, has somewhat of a genius, futuristic quality to it. But the planet Jupiter going over the top of your chart really would have put you in the spotlight on the internet or within the groups that you're associating with. It would have given you a lot of visibility, possibly new opportunities or offers for a job, or changes at whatever work that you're doing, or just an opportunity to present yourself in a different way. And that's pretty exciting, actually. Jupiter only comes around to the top of your chart or any spot in your chart every 12 years. So if you think back 12 years ago, roughly, where you were at as far as your status, your career, achievement, you can kind of look back on all the steps that you took to get to where you are, because it brings new rewards every time it comes around. So there would have been a lot of activity around the public sector.
I don't want to break your flow at all, but
Yeah.
that couldn't be any more relevant to my life right now. Totally going through a lot of changes in that respect. So wow, that's
Okay, good. So all of this Taurus energy that's happening right now in the hidden part of your chart, then I would say that whatever's you're working on behind the scenes that's not apparent to everybody else, you're laying the foundation for that right now with this. So when all of these planets go into Gemini and cross the ascendant, let's say, how long does that take? Because Mercury's going to go through first. Oops, wrong thing. Okay. So Mercury goes through there first. So I would say right about, things will be starting to get pretty clear and take shape around May 9th, 10th. And then when Mercury crosses the ascendant with the moon at the same time, I would say that May 13th would be a very pivotal day for you from that time on, because then Mercury, that's the planet of communication. It also rules Gemini. And that's your ascendant. So that's how you present yourself to people one-on-one, how they see you, how you appear to them before they kind of get to know you more, and how you present yourself. And it's about the communication. It's all about what you say and the information, exchange of information, ideas. So there would be a lot of activity going on around about that time. So you should check back and let us know.
will do.
Yeah, JP, I just had a couple of other things I wanted to add on that, because Susan is just doing the transits tonight, which totally makes sense. It's actually easier to read the chart on the screen for everybody, but I'm doing a triple layered chart. I'm doing one with your birth chart in the middle, and I still have the transits on the outside, but I'm also looking at the progressions, which is, as Susan was saying earlier, it's kind of an unfoldment of the chart. And we look at the progressed sun and the progressed moon, especially because the moon moves a degree a month. And so you'll be going through, a sign of, energy and a house of energy for 2.5 years, and then going on to the next one. And then also transiting Saturn stays in a house for 2.5 years. Okay. And then 2.5 years, the next sign, and 2.5 years, the next sign. Okay. So I'm looking, so your natal chart, first off, I wanted to just mention that besides the fact that you have a moon in Scorpio, it's at 29 degrees and 33 minutes of Scorpio. In other words, it's this close to Sagittarius. So what I was doing was looking around in the chart to see if there was any other 29, other than the house cusp, to see if there was any other markers of that. And there are none. So what that means is that you were born during a void of course moon. And what that means is that sometimes it can be hard to move out of a emotional state because it's in Scorpio. Okay. So that you can have emotional states, and it might be hard to shift it because you're really, really close to the next sign. Okay. So you need things like that are around you that helps you, push into something sometimes, like a change of circumstance or something to help you move out of an emotional place. Does that make sense to you? And
yeah.
Okay, the other thing that I was going to mention was right this moment, your progressed moon is at 25 degrees of Virgo, and your progressed Pluto is at 29 degrees Virgo. Okay, and it's getting closer and closer to Pluto. This has a very Scorpio type of theme. So you are in a space right now where, because you're within the last, few degrees of that Pluto. Okay, the last, I'm going to say about 4 months, it's going to get a little bit more intense for you and a little bit more intense as far as emotionally. And so because the moon is about your needs of safety and security, you might be feeling a little shot out, okay, a little bit not safe. And my advice to this, and along with the fact that you have a Scorpio moon natally, is that your lifetime is kind of a lesson of letting go of things that no longer serve you and knowing the difference about what those things are. And sometimes we don't know what those things are. Sometimes they're taken away from us when it's not right for us. And so I want you to know that if it feels like things are, you know, leaving your energy and you didn't want them to, like, just remember, oh, you know what? I probably don't need that anymore. I probably am moving on to something new right now. Okay, I'll let it go. So if you're conscious about it, it doesn't hurt as much. Okay, if you're not conscious, that's when it gets a little bit crazy. When Susan was talking about the 12th house earlier, one of the other things that can happen with that particular placement is that that's the house of secret enemies. Okay. And the reason I bring it up is because I was just looking at it, and then you have the moon in Scorpio with the Neptune thing. Are you dealing with an issue with people that are like not outwardly your enemy? They're not like in your face saying, hey, JP, like you suck and blah, blah, blah. These are people that are like behind the scenes that are trying to sabotage, possibly. Because that's just what I was picking up. Okay.
I know what you're referring to. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you just need to be really aware of those. And as Susan said, by May, and in fact, I was even feeling like May 21st, and then Saturn goes retrograde on the 23rd. You might have a shift of energy by then. Okay. And then the moon going through it and all of that. So it'll shift out of focus. But yeah, just know that there are some forces that like you need to like be looking at. Okay. And awake to. And doing that battle, okay, like whatever it is, and knowing that, hey, you guys can't get away with this. I know what you're doing, right?
That's what
I know who you are, and I know why you're doing this. And yeah, it's kind of like, that's just what I'm picking up. Okay.
Okay, I can take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I was gonna point out that on May 6th, the sun is going to hit your Mars. This Mars represents the hidden enemy, and the sun is illumination, and it's going to make a sextile, which is a supportive aspect to your sun here. And I'm going to say it's going to be abundantly clear to you what the deal is. And if you don't know who it is or whatever it is, look at that day, because also the moon is going to hit your sun, and I feel like you're gonna get some kind of information and know like exactly what you're dealing with. So watch May 6th.
It's unbelievable that that's already on my calendar as being a real pivotal day, maybe in my life.
Really?
No joke.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it right there with the May 6th. So,
and you girls are amazing.
My eyes already focused on there, but now I'm more self-prepared. I really appreciate that.
Not to scare you or say that it's
no, this is like you can't make the storm go away sometimes, but you can bring your umbrella and your galoshes.
Yeah, and also, you know, it really is about you stepping up and taking your power and asserting yourself in a healthy way. And also because it's in Taurus, it's more of, you know, it's standing your ground and defending your resources too, because that's Taurus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, you know, we're not victims. No one does anything to us that we didn't kind of plan it out sort of subconsciously or draw it in, or on a soul level. It's a challenge, and you step up to the challenge. And you know, part of it is also because being a Pisces, you're already very intuitive, and information comes to you when you need it. You'll know what you need to do. It'll be good. And then when when Mercury crosses your ascendant, then you're going to be ready to like tear somebody a new butthole.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong
That's
with
okay.
that.
When you find out what it is, that's okay. But just know that it's in your energy and just be aware of it, and it'll surface. It'll surface.
Someone will trigger you, guaranteed. But don't feel like don't go into victim, like, why does this always happen to me? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, remind yourself.
Yeah, don't take it personally.
You got the power. You have the choice, and you don't have to let anybody do anything to you.
I like being prepared, so that's great.
Now.
We do too. It's exactly like a weather report, except we're more accurate than the weather.
Yeah.
Right, because HARP doesn't control us.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Didn't think about that. Touche.
We've got a lot of reading to do, don't we?
I'm seeing Telegram messages going across the screen and like all these people are in Twitch and we got people in YouTube. It's like and also in Discord. It's like amazing what's going on tonight. This is just
I love it.
I love it.
Dave
right?
deserves it, and you two are amazing. I'm really happy. I'm really
fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful
to be in the right place at the right time tonight. So thanks.
Thanks for popping by.
Right on, JP.
Susan, check your Telegram. I sent you the data so
far.
far.
I have, and you know what? I need to take a pee break.
Oh, okay.
That's fantastic. Go for it.
Okay.
That's what I do. You could play music or just talk.
No, I was gonna say we can do readings. That's totally fine.
Oh, you can do
actually.
them.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, go ahead, Susan. We do have questions. I think somebody had a couple of questions to ask. So.
Oh, that's perfect for when Susan's gone. Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Perfect.
So,
go ahead and do what you got to do, Susan. We get it.
Okay. BRB.
BRB.
BRB. Semper Paratus just joined us in Discord. Thank you very much, Semper Paratus. That's a heck of a name.
Yeah, Mike Jordan was wanting to know if he should move or not.
Yeah. Is there any way we can get a reading from Mike without having to go through all this, or do we have to do that?
Yes. You know what? I will cheat for Mike.
Okay. Let's cheat for the guys who are. I just asked them questions.
I have my tarot deck.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So we'll just do that like this, okay?
JP, you're familiar with tarot, right?
A little bit. I mean, I'm not too good at interpreting, but I've.
Okay, so this is kind of like, you know, the universe in a deck of cards, okay? And everything in this, in the energies is very astrologically related, which is why I ended up picking up tarot later after I, you know, after I was learning astrology, I was realizing how much astrology is like really built into the tarot, and it's remarkable. So should Mike move? That's the question, correct? Should Mike move?
Yes.
4 feet to the left. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Should Mike move? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it. Move to where you're thinking about moving. Stay put, or maybe move somewhere else. Like, so I'm gonna do a card for each. Okay.
We went to our regular screen.
Okay, you should move. Okay, let me tell you why. This card is the Emperor. This is a great card. This is like, you will dominate. Okay, this is a man in charge. Okay, that came up for the move that you're contemplating. I think that you should do it. Now, just so that you want to know, like staying the Knight of Pentacles. This, I mean, it's not a bad card, but not as bomb as this one, right? Okay, and the card of like moving somewhere else, no, I got, because this is reversed. This is the Fool, which is, it's about new beginnings, new all of that, but it's upside down, so not the time for any other place. So I say yes, move to wherever you're going. Okay, the Emperor said so. Back to Arizona. Do it. Do it.
All right, Lisa.
You're gonna dominate. It's gonna be good.
All right, Lisa, can you do me a quick tarot?
Yes.
Should I visit California soon?
Okay. Okay.
That's a yes.
Yes. See what the
Do
almighty
it sooner than later. I got the 8 of Wands. This is like fast. Do it now or don't do it. That's what I'm getting on that.
That's a sign.
And maybe you'll have an opportunity too.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll have an opportunity.
Yeah, hopefully that lottery win.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I think that if you're going to do it, sooner than later is what I feel. And I'm not really sure about the reason other than maybe you're going to get good air flight, something like that. So, yeah.
Very cool.
There's yeah, and I got the Empress card. So there must be something going on with sooner than later. So just look into that.
Cool.
Okay.
I will definitely check it out.
Okay.
I'd rather maybe drive out there, but I can hit those buffets at Las Vegas.
Oh,
you know how it is.
Okay.
I feel more in control when I'm driving than flying.
I do too, actually. So I hear you.
I feel if it was meant for me to fly, the good Lord would have given me wings.
The elf says, is there Oreos in the next life? He's asking for a friend, and I got the 8 of Swords, so I'm not allowed to see that.
That's awesome. Well, how about is there tacos in the next life?
Is there tacos in the left? Okay, well, tacos in the next life. Not sure. Again, I got the death card this time upside down, so maybe this isn't supposed to be answered right now. Maybe we're supposed to find out. Maybe it's up to us when we get there whether it exists or not.
Hey, we've got Liz from the WTF podcast.
Awesome.
She
Hi,
is
Liz.
wanting a rating. She's got a great podcast. So
awesome. Okay.
Love to see what.
All right, and I haven't even put in all the charts yet. I have Marcy's because hello, I know Marcy. I have not yet put in Toby's chart or Joshua's wife. So let me do that, and then I'll get the data for. Is her name Liz? You said.
Liz.
Yeah, Liz. Yeah,
okay.
Jonah's wife, actually.
Oh, I thought Josh. Oh, Jonah. Yeah. Thank you, yeah. Jonah. Okay, hang on.
It's all right. I call him Jordan sometimes. He doesn't mind. And we also have we also have Misty in YouTube is wanting a reading also. So we may go 2 hours tonight, Dave. You never know.
I know.
We're going 2 hours tonight.
Apparently.
Hells to the yes. Reading tonight gives me energy and good vibes.
Okay. Is there any other questions in the chat that are not astrology related? Are there questions about how astrology works? I was going to talk about how the progressed moon works, where it moves a degree a month. And then, I did talk about how it affects energies for 2.5 years because it's in one sign and by whole houses, one house. And then when it changes, it goes into the next emphasis. Okay. For the next 2.5 years, and then 2.5 years, and then 2.5 years, and it keeps going around. So we always like to look at the progressed moon because because it has to do with your home and your safety and your security and your needs and really integral stuff for us. So I always look at the progressed moon, even if I don't look at any of the other parts of the progressed chart. I will look at the progressed moon.
I've got one more tarot question, and this is a very important question.
Okay.
This is like the question of the century.
Okay.
Will we get UFO disclosure in June when the documents are released?
Not in the way that you think that it will. the truth will come out, okay, because the Tower card does say the truth will come out. But there's something it's not quite there yet. Maybe another event needs to happen first or something in order for this to all the way go. This could also be a delay.
Yeah.
In the truth coming out.
Yeah. Mhm.
And okay, so I got the strength card coming out. So what it is that there's still this sensation of like people are not ready to hear it. They can't do it. Like they may lose their shit, right?
Yeah.
I believe that.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
And just I just want to make sure I'm going to draw one more card on it. Okay, I mean, again, I got the Knight of Cups reversed, and again, that there's emotions, there's messages, and it's in an emotional nature. So, I don't think so yet. Okay, but it's coming. Okay, because the Tower card is about the truth, but just maybe not in the way, or like that it'll be a later like delay.
Okay.
It might not be in June. It might be like in the fall, or it might be next winter, or it might be 5 years from now or 10 years from now. You know, stuff like that. I think that at some point, like they're not going to be able to hide it anymore, because I do think that for people who are awake, and I think that with the Schumann resonance, which is the vibration of the planet Earth, and how Earth as a soul, and as her own spirituality, and as her own, you know, energy, like she has a soul, she's vibrating higher and higher and higher and higher, and she's trying to get to a place where humans are already vibrating at that place. And what happens is that obviously there's humans that don't want to vibrate that high. So that's what's happening right now. We have humans that can already see all of this stuff, right? They see all of these things, and the rest of the humans are like, no, can't see it. Right? So there's already energies that to me are like completely, like you can't hide it anymore, like too many people are seeing it. But you know that we're talking about, like, it's a small percentage though compared to the rest of the planet, but all you need is a small percentage, honestly, to really move things. You don't really need that much. So we just keep working on the light. We just keep working. We keep working for the truth, you know, all of those things. And it will happen. Okay. And it'll happen in the way that it's supposed to happen. And I'm going to put some charts in the computer now. So I've got, I did Heidi already, did Jewish producer. I have Marcy already. I'm putting Toby and Jonah's wife, Jessica. Thank you for correcting me. And then you said there's Liz, and Jess is going to pass on tonight because she is not feeling well. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, she's not feeling good.
Okay.
And
okay.
I'm getting Liz's city and state she was born in.
Okay, let me put in the ones that I need to get first, and then because I'm running out of room on my little scratch pad here.
Hey,
okay,
Lisa, I'm gonna send you Misty from YouTube's info right here in the Zoom chat. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I think we're gonna that'll be our last one. I think that's
okay for right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would think that that's a good idea because. Okay.
Oh, Minka's asking for a chart read. Well, there's an email that people can get their charts.
Yeah. If you just want your chart, just email me, timingmagic@gmail.com.
This is just fascinating tonight.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah. Oh, Susan's back. Sorry, I'm not looking at. I'm looking at my program, so I didn't realize that you snuck back in.
Oh no, I've been.
She's been
here, and I've been using my time wisely. I input all of the information you guys gave me. I got Toby Wolf Guy, Joshua's wife, Jessica, Marcy. I got Liz. What the fuck?
Oh,
yeah, you can say that
podcast.
Yeah, you could say fuckery.
WGFP.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's great.
Get it out. Let's just go ahead. Lisa,
have fuckery.
That's timing magic with a C, not a K, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's just timingmagic@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay.
With a C.
Everybody, timingmagic@gmail.com with the C.
So
Yes.
who's up next? Are we gonna do Heidi?
We already did Heidi.
We did Heidi.
I mean,
Good, Heidi.
no, I mean,
We're doing either Marcy or Toby. I'm not sure which one came first.
The chicken or the egg. No, just kidding. Sorry, I had to.
It was right there for you.
That is a valid question.
Marcy
though.
or Toby?
Yep.
Let's do Marcy.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, Marcy.
Great turnout tonight. I am
I'll
so
let,
glad.
I'll let you
everyone's
do
here.
Marcy first, Susan, because I already know Marcy, so I don't want to overlay anything. Like, I want you to have a fresh, interpretation for her, and then I'll add in, stuff later because I know Marcy. So,
Because you know Marcy.
yeah.
Okay. Marcy.
And thank you for showing up tonight, girlfriend. Loving that.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks for everybody joining us, man. What a
Fantastic.
show
Pretty
show of fans tonight. Great to see everybody out tonight.
And
Yeah,
YouTube
it
too.
is.
Yeah,
Thank
YouTube also, man.
You guys rock.
Great. Yeah.
Awesomeness. Okay, Marcy. All
By
right,
the way-
so
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
I was just going to say, by the way, everybody, please, if this is your first time here, hit the follow button on both YouTube and Twitch. That way you'll get the notifications when we do these live shows. And visit beyondthestrange.com. Okay. Done with my shameless plug.
Okay.
Shameful.
For shame.
Shameful plug. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so all of the Taurus energy that we have right now, because we have the Sun and Uranus, which are now conjunct, as well as Venus and Mercury, all in Taurus. That's in your 9th house, Marcy. So this could be, it can be traveling, but it's definitely learning new things. And this could be about learning more about money and finances and maybe where you want to put yours. Because I'm looking also at Venus, which is the natural ruler of your 2nd house, and that does rule money. So it could be that you're looking a little bit closer and trying to learn how to manage money better. That's a possibility. You've got the North Node, which is a destiny point. It's transiting through your 10th house, which is your public sector and your career. And the sign in that house is Gemini. So this is about communication, exchange of information and ideas. And so it's been putting you into alignment as far as where your career is going, how you want to present yourself to the public, your reputation, and really about how you're communicating, how you're taking in information and disseminating it. And over the past year and a half or so, it would have aligned with your North Node, which is in Gemini, which is conjunct the planet Mercury, which rules Gemini. So it's all about communications, and that's a lot of activity right there, but it's preparing you for what's coming in when all of these planets go into Gemini, because there's going to be a lot of activity for you. You're going to be very out in the public and seen and want to bring out whatever information it is that you have, which could have actually a lot to do with healing, because you have the asteroid Chiron right there in Gemini. Now, the asteroid itself is in the house of teaching, traveling, learning, all different types of information. So it could be that whatever you're focusing on right now and getting solid with and taking the building blocks of knowledge You're going to be putting that into some kind of operation when the planets go into Gemini, and Mercury is going to go into Gemini. Let's see, May 3rd. So that's going to be right on your Chiron. So, you know, there may be some kind of a breakthrough in communications and some level of healing that you've been trying to achieve. Or if it's something that you're teaching having to do with healing, then this could be a day that you're really sharing that information. But it really looks like there would be a lot of activity from that time on in May into June going on in your public house here. So you're going to be really busy. It looks like.
Mm.
So yeah, Lisa.
Okay, I can vouch for, like, you are spot on so many of those things with her. I didn't tell you anything about her because I didn't know she was showing up tonight. So there was no cheat sheet involved.
Mark, I don't know
you nailed it.
I didn't know you at all. I just see your chart.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Hey, Marcy. So, okay, you get my input, and I know what's kind of going on with you, but that's okay. We're going to have the triple wheel here. I want to get your progressed moon. And okay, Marcy, her progressed moon right here, and transits. Okay. So I want to look at the 3 wheels that I usually look at, and you know what I'm talking about because I taught you this. So, okay. We already know that you're in your first house that you already had your progressed Venus and Mercury cross your ascendant like a little while ago. So you're still doing a lot of focusing on, you know, like your values and relationships as well as communications. And that's actually helping you with your profession, I believe. Like you're bringing in, and I feel like it's more female clients right now with your communications. And we also have your progressed moon is at 26 Cancer right now, and it's right on your Mars. And you and I talked about Mars and Cancer like a little while ago, if I'm not mistaken, and how Mars and Cancer is a hard placement for Mars. And you actually have had a Mars return, but then you have the progressed Mars on your progressed moon. So and then the moon in Scorpio, and okay, so I cannot even imagine what has happened to you this week. Because of the Taurus Scorpio, you know, the oppositions, and then the square with Aquarius, okay, in the 6th house, I think that you were probably at your max, like with work, with the kids, with, you know, like partnership. Like there's lots of things that were really hard for you to manage this week. And you might have felt like, I think I'm going to have a breakdown. Okay. Like I'm just really picking that up. Some of this intensity will loosen this week. Okay. And your progressed moon will be going into Leo. It will be much of a relief. Okay. There will be like, this is good. And you'll have more time because it's in your 12th house. You'll have more time to kind of explore like your spirituality, meditation, you know, like your inner world at that time. Right now, it's just about, you know, getting a lot of this stuff done. And career-wise, and when Susan was talking about like you learning like a little bit more about management of the money and things like that, I could see where you might be learning new ways because of the 9th house, because of Uranus there, and because of Taurus energy, all in your 9th house. So you're probably doing some kind. So if you're not in school or learning or in a course or something like that, you are maybe like figuring out a system like on your own. Like maybe you're putting puzzle pieces together about something like that. So in either way, it's kind of like learning, teaching, you know, something going on like that. And all of these planets are going to be approaching your midheaven very soon. So yeah, May should be really busy for you. excuse me, Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn because you are a Cancer, that was also adding to all of this. And so I was thinking, and that's in the house of like your creative, like with friends, okay, and children. So that might have been also adding to all of this stuff this week. So I do get though that it's going to get a little bit easier. Okay. So if it's any kind of consolation, it'll get a little bit easier for you. It'll start in May, more or less. Probably around, maybe not the 6th. I'm getting a little bit later. Like it might be around the middle of May is when it feels like it's gonna like start letting out. And then of course when some of the planets start going into Gemini, like the sun in Gemini, and of course Venus and Mercury are going to get there first, and then the moon, because of like the new moon coming back around in a couple weeks. So yeah, so, and you already have your chart, so you don't have to email me for your chart, and you can talk to me later. So thanks for hopping on, Marcy. This was awesome. I hope you're liking the show. Is it Toby, or do we do Jonah's wife Jessica next?
I think it's Toby.
I think
Toby,
it's Toby.
okay.
Yeah, let's go with Toby.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then Jessica, and then Liz, and I think that's it.
Misty.
Misty. Oh, wait. Oh, Misty. That's right. I didn't go to the Zoom chat. Hang on a second. And let me check in Discord.
I'm putting it in there still. It's almost there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Mike says he's going to get a full reading. So that's great. I think he's going to get it with me. That's great. Thank you, Mike. Liz. Okay. Liz. Okay. Okay. I'm just checking Discord. So now I'm going to check Zoom. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Misty. Is that with IE or a Y on the end?
Y.
It's a Y.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's 224.65.
Okay. Fort Sill, Oklahoma. 1 a.m. Okay. Great. I'll have all the data tonight that I need. Okay. Okay, so Susan, you're putting the new charts up on the computer?
Yeah, I was just putting Misty.
That's a good idea. Okay, cool.
Oh, Fort Sill or Fort Still?
Fort Sill.
Still, okay.
STILL. Still.
Oh, it is Fort Still?
Yes.
Still.
That's what.
Okay,
Oh.
I thought it was Fort Sill because my brother was actually stationed there.
It is Sill because I
Wow.
put it Still and it went to Fort Sill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If that's
All
the only
right, so-
place in Oklahoma, I guess, yeah.
Then there you go, right?
Yep.
Process of elimination.
Who we do next?
We're doing Toby, I believe.
Okay. Toby Wolf guy.
That's the one.
Okay, November 4th, 1969, 3:45 a.m. Oak Harbor, Washington.
That's what I have too.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so Toby, you're a Scorpio. And the full moon that just happened the other day would have been right on your Mercury. Mercury is the mind and communications, information, and it's in your second house. The second house is your money, your values, what you value, your self-worth, the things that you have, your possessions. So there would have been something, some kind of information or messages, or maybe a mental breakthrough possibly about finances, or maybe making more money or money coming to you. It rules the ninth house up here, so I mean, this could be related to gaining higher knowledge. Sometimes it's travel, spending money on travel. Sometimes it has to do with legal issues. So there could be that, maybe, not to say that that's bad or good, but just some sort of information coming in. And I noticed that this full moon really revealed a lot of things to people that they were not quite aware of before. So it could have been something very interesting for you. So all of the other planets that are opposing Scorpio, so you're down here in your second house, your mind on your money and your money on your mind. And then you have all of this Taurus energy here, which is, so if this is you and your money and your values, what you own, what you possess, on the other side here is what everybody else has, other people's money, other people's values, and the things that you share with people. So there's a big emphasis on what's yours and what's somebody else's, it could be what we owe people sometimes karmically in relationships. It's trust, issues of trust. And when you're talking about this house, the second house, and the eighth house, which is opposing it, there are issues that come up with people regarding money and where we join our finances. Also, taxes. We're all kind of doing those taxes right around now, so it can have something to do with that. But there would have been some big information that would have come out. And then we have the planet Mars, which is action, right up here at the top of the chart. It's getting ready to cross the midheaven, which is your career and public sector. So it could be some kind of action being taken as far as your status and your work. This is a 2-year cycle with Mars. So think back 2 years ago where you were at as far as, we talk about jobs, but really it's how we show up and what we're here to do in the world, our work in the world, and how people in general, the general public sees us. So there could be some kind of a change coming up, and that could be related to the information that you just got. So there could be some kind of action being taken on that. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, so Mars would be making a hard angle, not difficult, but it's an aspect that would cause some kind of action to be taken here, and it is dealing with yourself and other people. So it has to do with relationships and balancing out your needs and who you are, and also your need to be free and independent, because on this side where we have you in the first house, you have Uranus right on the ascendant. So there could be some kind of big change that is going to happen that would be regarding maybe your status or your relationships with people in general, maybe some kind of change that you need to make that's going to make you feel more free and independent, and also respect who you are in relationships, because that's all relationships. It's not just one-on-one, anything romantic or marriage or that kind of thing. It just has to do with how we deal with relationships. And as a Libra rising, you definitely like balance and harmony, and you're no stranger to compromise, but you may come into contact with other people who are more Aries like in nature, and maybe think of themselves first in a sense, but then think about what people are showing you. If you don't like the fact that someone is being an Aries, like if they're being, thinking about themselves, or they're very impulsive, we also have to look at, sometimes we have to make impulsive decisions, and sometimes we have to think about ourselves too, because it can bring a little bit of friction sometimes with other people, if you have to deal with other people who are just being a little ornery. And with Mars in Cancer, there's a lot of ornery around. So, maybe the full moon brought something to light to where you can maybe get a better idea of what the psychology is behind relationships with other people and whatever friction you might be having, and go like deep into your own psyche and say, if there's some kind of an issue between you and somebody, and you're trying to balance things out, what is it? What is it about this relationship? Why does it maybe trigger me this way? Why are we arguing? Or why does it seem unfair? Maybe, possibly, or maybe the other person thinks it's unfair. But there would have been something that came up around the full moon for you regarding all of this stuff, that I would see some sort of a change coming with that Mars right there at the top of your chart. Some change.
Oh yeah.
Big
Yeah,
time.
by the way, Toby, I just wanted to tell you, he's in Discord and he says, quote, spot on, unquote.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Win for astrology once more.
Yay for astrology. I think that there's a win all the way around tonight. I think we're blowing people's minds.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely, you guys are. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and Toby says he's never had one done before. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
Right
well,
on,
now
Toby.
we're just popping astro cherries all over the place.
I love it.
got another versions. Yeah.
Nice.
So now Toby, now you know where to go when you want to know what's coming up, because the planets don't lie. And
The planets don't lie.
forewarned is forearmed.
I need a full reading.
Yes, you can have it back, Toby. He wants his cherry back.
Hey, by the way, ladies, I think we're going to go ahead and bypass Misty. I'm not seeing her on YouTube anymore, and I've asked twice already. So, but we do have.
Okay, I have Austin Allen. I have his info too. If we need more, if we need more charts, I have it on backup.
Okay, we also have a Pack-a-Stack that's in. His name is Brad, but he's in the Twitch chat and he has his info in there. So if
Twitch.
Yeah,
okay.
If we can get to that, then that'd be great. But if not, Brad, we'll get you on the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
We still got a lot to do. Okay.
Who's next?
Yeah. So we're doing Jonah's wife Jessica. Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Or wait, I'm supposed to do Toby too. Hang on, wait.
Yeah.
We switch over programs. Okay.
Right. We didn't finish Toby, huh?
Yeah, didn't finish Toby. Are you done all the way with Toby, like with what you wanted to say?
Yeah, I'm done with you, Toby. I'm done.
Okay.
Release this now.
Okay. Bye, Toby. So yeah, I had a little bit of time to look at your chart, and yes, you being that you are a natal Scorpio, and we just had the recent moon in Scorpio pretty close to where your sun is. It's within degrees. So yeah, I imagine that this just past full moon, okay, on Monday night was pretty eventful for you. I'm just, when I looked at everything, and I'm like, you have Saturn and Taurus. We have the lineup of, the Taurus planets right now. They're all making a square to Saturn in Aquarius, you know, Saturn's like looking at, you know, are you going to get with the future? And then all the planets in Taurus are like, no, we don't want to let go of anything, right? So, and then, and with you, it's within the house of resources, as Susan was talking about, okay? Because the 8th house has to do with other people's money, okay? And the 2nd house, which is where your Scorpio placements is your money. Now, the good news is you do have Jupiter progressed into Scorpio right into your 2nd house. So you do have money coming in, probably unexpectedly, or like nice opportunity, something happened, you know, like where you are able to like turn that around. In other words, like Jupiter kind of has your back. So even if all the demands of money come, you know, from all of the Taurus planets, right? And then Saturn says, you know, work, get this done. And, you know, you have to do this and that and the other. Okay, Jupiter will at least bring you opportunities for that. So if you get stressed out, okay, and you don't trust, then Jupiter can't help you. Okay, when you know that Jupiter has your back, okay, you can just say, okay, Jupiter, bring me those opportunities. And then opportunities will come in as you are receptive to them. So it's good for you to have a practice of like either meditation or something so that you allow stress to release, other people's residual energies of fear and all of these things to release. Okay. And then you can bring in those opportunities so that you can handle all of this stuff. Okay. You may not be able to stop it, but you may be able to get things that help you handle it. That's just what I'm seeing in the chart. So just wanted to tell you that. Looks like you have okay, the Pluto retrograde, because I'm looking at your moon. Okay, so you have your progressed moon at 28 Cancer. So because Pluto went retrograde at the same time as the full moon, pretty much, it was like Tuesday during the daytime. You may have even felt challenged in your home and work, or like the, you know, like work, home, you know, those kinds of things, private life, public life, something like that. Just wanted to say that you will be having the moon leaving Cancer and going into Leo in about a month and a half. Okay, so it's going to be a new cycle of 2.5 years when it's in Leo, and it's a lot more comfortable. I notice when the moon is in Leo, it's like things, most of the time, it seems like they go better. When it's in Cancer, there's a lot of heavy, like family obligations and those types of things. And with Leo, it's like you can do things more for yourself. So you're going to feel a little bit more empowered and better in a couple of months. Okay, just month and a half, 2 months. And with, okay, yeah, no, it already passed his Saturn. So, okay, that's most of what I see. I do like how the Aquarius, because you have Libra rising, the Aquarius is your house of creativity. Now it could be children and other things in your life, but I think you could even turn that energy around and make opportunity through something that you can create. And with it in Aquarius, it needs to be different. And it could be techie, it could be an invention, something like that. So, you know, play with that idea. Okay. You have your progressed sun in Capricorn, so make it practical too. And you have Mars in Capricorn. Awesome. In fact, it's very close to the degree where it actually has its best expression. It's at 29 Capricorn, and I think that it's at 28 Capricorn where it's like absolutely like perfect according to ancient astrology, as far as your physical power with you having control of doing things. It is, I mean, it's loosely square some of your Libra stuff, but I think that you can exercise strength in some way, and you do it best in your home environment because it's in your 4th house. So I hope I got you some stuff, Toby, that you can use. I'm going to go over here to Discord and see what you say. Will do. Okay, I'm getting my ham license back. Okay, perfect.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. That totally fits. Technology, like creativity. Yeah. Excellent.
Wonder if
Excellent.
Toby's an
Okay.
Art Bell fan.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Mhm.
And earlier he said, oh, yes, you're speaking right on there. You're describing me as a person. Okay, cool. Awesome, Toby. Hey, listen, if you want a chart, okay, like your free chart, and I put a report in there, just email me at timingmagic@gmail.com. And Art Bell is a legend. Thank you, Austin Allen. Thank you.
Mhm.
Legendary. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very inspirational to, I think, everybody in podcasting these days, especially in
yeah.
paranormal.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
hi, Dragon Rose. Just seeing you
Dragon
in Discord.
Rose.
I just didn't want to ignore anybody.
Hey, Dragon Rose.
Seen Dragon Rose in the Twitch chat earlier, but thanks for joining us in Discord also.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
Oh,
Yes.
Toby says, love you gals.
Oh, thank you. Yay, Toby. I'm
Toby.
glad to have helped. This is awesome.
And Boomer says, Art Bell would be proud. Right on.
Aw.
We should do
Fantastic.
our health chart. Oh my God.
Oh, that would be, yeah. Like, yeah, because we could still do it even, because the chart works even after death. Of course.
What?
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing
yeah.
information.
Oh, yeah.
We will-
Absolutely.
Oh,
we will
yes,
do that
it
next-
does. It
next
works
time?
after death.
We
It
will do that
does.
next time. We'll do that next time.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Where were we at now? Jonah's
Okay.
wife?
Last I heard, we needed to do Jessica, Jonah's wife,
Jessica?
and then we do Liz, and if we can, Misty, but I think that that's
Misty's
an
gone.
iffy thing.
Misty's
Okay,
gone.
Misty is out. Okay, well, we'll keep
Yeah.
her in the computer, but
Okay.
so when she comes back.
Yeah.
And then later, I'm friends with Jess on Instagram. I can probably get her info on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, we
Like
got
for a later
15
date.
minutes. We got 15
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Wait, did you say not Jess?
No,
Not
Jess.
Jess.
She's sick.
Two Jesses. Never mind. Okay, we
Oh,
need
right,
Jonah's
right.
wife,
No,
Jess.
no,
Yes.
Okay, all right. Jonah's wife. All right. We got Jonah's wife, Jessica, here. December 18th, 1994, 6:36 a.m., Bluefield, Virginia.
That's what I have too.
Cool. Okay. Wow. You know what? Okay. So first thing I'm noticing right here is on the outside where we have the transiting planets, the moon is in Sagittarius at 22 degrees, conjunct the asteroid Juno, which is going to conjunct your sun. So this asteroid, in mythology, Juno was the wife of Jupiter. So it does have to do with partnerships. And there has been a lot going on. I've been watching Juno regarding partnerships and what's coming up with people, because it's making a difficult aspect here to Neptune. And Neptune makes things unclear and uncertain. And so I find that because of this, people are working out issues with relationships, because Juno's been hanging out in this part of the sky. And we also had the South Node, which helps us to release certain things. So it could be that at some point over the last 6 to 9 months, there was maybe a releasing of a partnership, or it could just be on your sun, maybe just releasing a certain notion or belief surrounding partnership. Let me see, where is your Juno? Oh, well, your Juno is right here at 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and the South Node is going to go over it. So in some respect, and it's right next to Jupiter. Jupiter, again, it expands and it teaches us, and it has to do with what we believe about partnerships and faith in partnership and the type of partner that we want to connect with. In Sagittarius, definitely somebody that you would be learning from, also being behind the scenes. So, whatever is going on with partnerships, there would be a big focus there, especially today with Juno being there and your sun and Mercury being the planet of communications. So there's a big focus right now, like today, at this moment and into the next few hours on yourself and how you want to expand and how you want to communicate and present yourself and share your own beliefs and ideas with people, because that's very important in partnership with anybody. I mean, partnership, you and another person, friends, business, lovers, whatever it is. But there definitely would have been over the past few months an expansion. Now, this is also the asteroid Juno is also retrograde, and it went retrograde, I want to say 2 weeks ago, roughly. So there would have been a shift, and with the planet going, or the asteroid going retrograde, it's probably more internal reflection regarding whatever has been going on, whether you just got into a new partnership or you're considering, where do I want to go with partnerships? Who do I want to partner with? Who shares my belief systems? And with Sun and Mercury right there at the last few degrees of Sagittarius, that's called galactic center. And galactic center aligns with a very high spiritual truth as far as your faith and your beliefs and your knowledge. I mean, the knowledge that comes from galactic center, you don't know where it comes from. You just know it's in alignment with truth. So in regards to how you partner with people, I would say that it has to be people that you fully align with regarding your truth. And that may have been a little bit unclear with this planet Neptune sort of obscuring things. And it's in the section of the chart that indicates information and communications. So you may have found that other people aren't being clear with you, maybe non-committal, or maybe other people were feeling that you were not clear in your communications or commitment in that respect, or just partnerships in general and commitment in general, not clear, and issues with communication, either not clear or the truth being completely obscured from you. Or, sometimes we kind of obscure the truth from ourselves, or we just don't see it, or it's not right in our face. But in some respect, these transits are really getting you into alignment with the type of people that you're meant to partner with. It's people that align with your spiritual values, your belief system. And I would say that it would have to be somebody that really is very, very intelligent, and that shares the same optimism and faith that you do, and sort of a sense of mission of wanting to really be here to help and to heal. Because with the midheaven here at the top of your chart where you show up, it is Virgo, it is service to others and helping and healing. And with Chiron, the asteroid of healing right there, that's part of what you're here to do. And it really is about bringing in a very high vibrational level of truth. And you're not really going to be able to do that, fulfill that mandate that you have completely, unless you have the right partnerships. Otherwise, it's kind of better to sort of go it alone, rather than to feel like, you really need to have somebody by your side, because ultimately you have the truth. You have the truth. You don't need anyone to agree with you. You just have to stay centered in your truth, and the people that you are meant to align with will come to you. They'll be drawn to you. So, yeah. A lot of review about partnership going on right now with Juno going retrograde. It's really reflecting on who are we going to really commit to and align with. And if people are not being clear with you, you really have to call them out and ask them, how do you feel? Where are you at with this? And, if it's not, it's up for review right now. Whatever you're in, whatever you think you're in, it's up for review. So.
Well put. And I saw the same thing, although I'm not using Juno, but I see partnership totally highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it mostly from the south node crossing the ascendant at the same time that the north node is crossing the descendant. When that happens, I always know that it's relationship review time. When the nodes cross the ascendant descendant line. Okay. When they cross other lines, just to give you an example, when they cross the midheaven and the nadir, there's an issue with home and career or parents, or homeland or real estate or things like that. This is relationship. So when it's in the ascendant and descendant, it's relationship that is coming in. Also, you have the Sun Uranus on your own south node. And then I'm looking over at the Scorpio house where the north node is, and I see Venus there. Venus again. So you have a nodal Venus theme. Venus is also about relationships. It's totally about relationships right now. And you just, let's see, it looks like the moon, the progressed moon is at 19 Gemini in your 7th house of relationships. So communication in relationships, it's there again. Jessica, I'm just going to say, you gotta do this relationship thing. Definitely have to communicate some stuff in relationships. It's all over the place. It's all over the chart.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, because we have the nodes going through Gemini, which is the north node is where we're going, and Sagittarius, the south node here, where we're coming from. And the south node wanting to release things, It has been forcing us all to get rid of beliefs that we held on to for such a long time that we have to adjust them. We just have to adjust them. And then with the communication piece with Gemini, we're just really seeing a real polarization right now on all fronts with everybody, and it's not going to last forever. That is just right now. We're just realizing where in certain circumstances with certain people, we're at opposite ends of the spectrum, but we have to balance. We have to allow for other people to have their beliefs and have our beliefs, or change them if we need to, also with the aspects that the nodes have been making to Neptune, it's been calling for more compassion, and not so much clarity. There just isn't a lot of clarity right now. Well, we're getting
and there is a danger of also getting overly angry. We talked about Mars in Cancer earlier when it just went into Cancer. And I was looking, and it's right on your moon. So you're feeling pretty challenged right now in your safety, and you may feel angry. And I just want to tell you that, you're not crazy. You are feeling influences that are, I guess, more at a triggering level in the anger department than usual. Okay. However, I do think that it is necessary maybe to say some stuff, just dial back on the anger. But like the anger is coming from the right place, but just deliver it in a way that it's like, it's more about the issues rather than, blaming people or, things like that. It might be like, here's what I'm looking for. Like if you keep the focus on yourself and like your needs, okay, that's moon, right? And then taking action on those items, that's Mars. that might have a better expression than just losing it and saying you're this, and I'm, and all of this kind of stuff. Because I mean, the tendency is to do that when it's seventh house. The seventh house is like where we think other people are at fault, or in other ways. Okay, and I have a lot of seventh house planets, so I speak from experience. We sometimes put the things that we are on the other person, and then live it out like the other person. And I had to learn how to be in my own needs and my own space, and own my own energy about that in relationship. So it's a lesson. And with the moon there, your feelings, and your safety needs and all of those things that are really, really important in astrology. I know we don't like talk about it much in Western culture because we talk about the sun signs more, and those are important too, but the moon sign to me is a lot more important because it talks about what we need, and we always have to fulfill our needs. And always, like, before we can actualize anywhere else in the chart, we have to get our needs met. And you have a moon in Cancer, so you need your deep security and family and all of those. You need those needs first, and so that's what you're doing. But you got to know that a lot of that is you. It's not the other people. So I just want you to know that so that you can reframe some things, maybe like while you're doing this Mars transit over that, because it could be challenging for the communication aspect right now. It could be challenging.
Right. And I would say, see what comes up tomorrow, because tomorrow the moon, right now it's in Sagittarius. Tomorrow it's going to go into Capricorn. Very different feeling.
Yeah, it'll be more practical.
It's going to oppose your moon, but you may be able to look at things a little bit more objectively and say, all right, let me be a little more mature about this, because whatever has triggered you over the past week or so with Mars on your moon, it's like, you made me angry. You did this. You made me feel this way. I want you to reframe that whole thing and shift the story and say, okay, it is about how I feel. My feelings are a barometer of what's going on and whether things are cool. And it's not about how somebody's making you feel a certain way that makes them, to blame for making you feel a certain way. No, own your feelings. You feel this way. Why do you feel that way? And what do you need? And so ask yourself, what is this situation showing me about myself, about my feelings, my needs, my emotional needs? Are my emotional needs getting met? And if not, then, you work on the communication, because it is all about communication and the right kind of communication, and people approaching you and communicating in a proper manner also. So
well said.
Wow. I'm blown away.
I'm always blown away. I know.
Astrology is psychology. All of the
in a sense. Yeah, it's psychology on steroids, actually.
We are layers, like Shrek said. We are layers. We are of layers and layers upon layers. So humans are complex individuals.
Indeed.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, JP.
Where are we at now?
We are at the end of our show. It's unfortunate.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, everybody who had readings.
So are we going to catch Liz WTF podcast later?
I believe we're going to have to do that on another show.
Okay.
Yes. So,
okay, Liz, we got you in the computer though, so we're ready to go next time. Are we going to wait a whole month again this time, Dave? Or
actually,
are we gonna have...
what I was wondering is if we can actually move it to like a Saturday.
Oh.
So let me see.
Oh, I got my calendar here.
I'm thinking like maybe. Well, we do the 8th, Saturday the 8th.
I'm open.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. Same
Okay.
time.
Same. Actually, 8 o'clock. Pacific.
8 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
send out
Okay.
I'll send out all the info. Yeah.
9 p.m. Because I'm in Mountain Time right this moment.
Right. You're 2 hours, I think, right?
1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
Central's
1
2
hour
hours.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate it, ladies, and everybody who's joined us tonight. I mean, it was a fantastic, amazing show. And for those of you who did not get your readings, the ladies have your info in the computer. So we'll get to you next time. Just show up for the show. And like I said,
show up, but also they can get a free chart and a
Yes.
report from me by emailing timingmagic@gmail.com. And then when they email me, I'll also give them Susan's emails, because Susan can arrange to do some things with some of our folks. I believe, are you still offering your free 10 or 15 minute session?
Free 15-minute mini
Free
reading.
15-minute session with
Yeah.
Susan.
If you
It's
don't want-
golden.
If you don't want to do it on the phone, I'll do a mini email reading, astrolunatic@gmail.com, or any of the social medias outlets. You can just send me a message. Let me know.
Yeah.
right.
And so for chart wise, I've got Liz at WTF Podcast. We've got Misty and Austin Allen. And so you guys show up on May 8th, and it'll be actually the day after Austin's birthday. So happy solar return, Austin,
Oh, wow.
ahead of time.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. And we also need Jess's chart by then. So hopefully she'll be well.
Yeah,
Jess Rogue.
Yeah, we'll get her stuff. And just really quick, I just want to let everyone know, JP and Russ had to cut out. They had to leave. So for them, I
Okay.
want to say thank you very much for joining us tonight, Russ and JP. And once again, Lisa and Susan, thank you so much for being here tonight. And I'm sure they can find you on social media. You guys want to put that out there really quick?
I'm all over the place at Timing Magic or Timing Magic with Lisa Allen, MH. You can find me.
Yep. Susan Mayorga, Astro Lunatic, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Bro. On Beyond the Strange.
Beyond the Strange. All right. And yes, everybody, thank you again for showing up tonight. Fantastic show. Just go to beyondthestrange.com. You'll find everything there. And this Saturday, we will have another Twitch show, and it will be our very first karaoke show. So you guys want to hang out,
Wow.
Lisa and Susan, if you want to show up for Saturday, you're more than welcome.
What are you singing? I want to hear this.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we got to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And
Awesome.
Monday nights on the Fringe FM, Geraldine Orozco is going to be joining us, so you guys don't want to miss that. On the Fringe FM, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great
Awesome.
night.
Good night.
Bye.